Welcome back, generals. Do another Let's Fix General Zero Hour to make the best game ever. Good. Let's see what we can do next. Let me close here these things. Okay, so let's see. Fix viewport scroll speed. I'd use a smooth value instead of last frame. I would have to add the functionality to get the last raw calculated FPS value, but it's not always good to use. By using the average values, it smooths out the motion due to any sharp changes in FPS or microdata. The FPS is calculated on past performance while the action is performed on the next tick. So minimizing sudden variations in FPS will have minimized stuttering in the motion. But sure. If the calculated FPS spiked or dipped erratically, but the following frame was okay, that would be noticed more by using the raw FPS value, as it will have a larger difference compared to the current frame. Are you sure about this? So let's say there is one long frame. So let's say you scroll and there is one long frame. Let's think about this. So you scroll and you have 60 FPS, yeah? And then one frame dips to, let's say, 2 FPS, yeah? Well, not 2 FPS. Let's say, it's explained differently. We have 16 milliseconds frame time. Yeah, that's 60 FPS, 60 milliseconds. And then one frame takes 200 milliseconds because it loads something, yeah? So that means for these 200 milliseconds, the camera will only take this one tick step, yeah? So that means the camera will actually slow down and this slow tick. And then in the next fast frames, it will then move on slowly. If we had it speed up, I'm not convinced that this is correct what he says. Let's say we have 16 ms frames, and then one frame is 200 milliseconds. That means if movement, hold on, average it. That means when the 200 ms frame comes, the movement, when the 200 ms frame comes, then that means when the 200 ms frame comes, then the movement of the scrolling will be artificially suppressed, meaning the scroll will be much slower than it would need to be to account for this long frame. I would like, let's say we have 16 ms frames and then one frame is 200 milliseconds. That means when the 200 ms frame comes, then the movement of the scrolling will be artificially suppressed, meaning the scrolling at the 200 ms frame will be much slower than it would need to be to account to travel the same distance as if we had multiple 16 ms frames. Yeah, I'm not sold on this idea, and it's kind of spiked or dipped theoretically, but the falling frame was okay. That would be noticed more. Let's say we have 16 ms frames, and then one frame is 200 ms. That means when the 200 ms frame comes, then the movement of the scrolling will be artificially suppressed. The scrolling distance will be artificially suppressed, meaning the scrolling at a 200 ms frame will be much slower than it would need to be to travel the same distance as if we had multiple 16 ms frames. Okay, what are the next steps then here? Can we somehow can you provide a test branch with simulated spikes, where simulated spikes every now and then, where we can test the scrolling behavior one way or another? Yeah, I think that's implement a some simulator that spikes every couple of seconds. There's like a long frame or so, right? Just simulate this, and then have both methods of scrolling with average smoothing and with no smoothing, and then we just use it and then see how it feels. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Major. Good. Yeah, I think these things need to be really carefully thought through. There's another problem here with this change. Well, not with this change, but merging this change as is were this fix is ultimately desired, but this fix is ultimately very desired, but it creates a hold on, isn't there, let me launch the game here, isn't there a scroll speed in the options menu? Hold on, I can't remember if it works well. I always thought that the scroll speed is kind of buggy. Ah, yeah, there's a scroll speed here. Okay, but maybe if this is buggy, then we can fix that, right? Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay. Yeah. Now then, like if the scroll speed slider is not like yielding good results, and we can address that separately. Yeah. If there wasn't a scroll speed slider and users couldn't adjust this, then it would cause upset, right? And people say, ooh, my scroll speed is different. How do I get the scroll speed back to what it was, and so on, right? So, yeah. Good. Any other things we should look at? Let's take a look at this one here. Black bars left and right in the game winner to fix. Can you draft a change that implements this so we can test that? Good. Let me take a look at this one here. Oof. Okay. Let's see. I think it's a good idea to maybe get this code so we can look at the code while we review this. Sim replay. Helmut Buhler. Sim replay. SH. Sim replay. SH. Why is this showing 1-1 here? What is this? Do we need to push it? What is this? These are data pointers. Huh. Looks like we need to push it once. Force push. Okay, then let's take this change here. By the way, let me also fetch and prune all the remotes. Oof. Okay. Okay. Good. Actually, before we review this, there's, I think, one more thing. Author. Let me see. Factor minor. This one here needs to be updated. This is refactor tunnel contain. rebase. Let me see. I'm a bit confused by my own change. Why do I call swap contained items here? Isn't that a functional change? Or is it not? Let me think. Swap contained item. Swap. No, because it also just removes one after another here. Right. Should be the same, yeah. Yeah. Paste. Okay. I think here we can just say clear and assert. Okay, I think there was one more thing that we needed to look at. This one, right? This one. Right. Right. RGB color. Okay. RGB color. So we have 140, 140, 50, 50. It's a dark red. Yeah. Saturation is 64, which is not too bad. Yeah, it looks a bit hard to read. We can bump the saturation to 70. No, it's not the saturation. It's the value. 60, 55 means luminosity is 55%. Okay, how about we put that at 65? 65, 55. 65. Maybe 60. 60. Yeah. 60. What about saturation? 100%. Let's make this larger. Okay, let me get to that change. What is it? Replay menu, missing map. Replay menu, missing map. Okay. Good. Let's remove debug. Good. Oh. Failed to compile. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Error. It's not a member of tunnel tracker. Okay. Did we rebase this correctly? Okay. Okay, let me check real quick what is wrong with tunnel contain. Why is this not compiling? Because we didn't merge the other change yet? I don't understand. I thought we already merged that. Okay, that has succeeded. It does compile. Maybe it doesn't work in generals. Oh, it doesn't work in generals. Ah. 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 Right. Okay, now it makes sense, yeah. So swap this, open code, select. Okay. Okay, let me search for this, yeah. That's okay. Let's search for that. Okay, so there we go. And then we do tunnel tracker. Tunnel tracker get contain max. There we go. Get contain max. There we go. Update nemesis. There we go. Okay. I think that will fix the problem. Okay. I go in here. Breakpoints. There we go. Okay, cool. M open. Huh. Okay. Still a draft. Seems to be a very complicated problem. Jesus Christ. There's so much. Holy shit. Update 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Wow. So went more research into this issue than the whole game. Wow. Okay. Wow. Good. So then let's launch here. Oh, it's still debug. Oh, we didn't write it out yet. Good. Then let's run that. Okay, so load replay. Oh, we have the broken map list here. Oh, Jesus. Let's go to documents. Here, replace. Let's create a new folder. Cursed replace. Cursed replace. And put these guys in there. Okay. Okay. Good. So, yeah, it is hard to read because it is really dark. But the dark red, it kind of fits here, the way it is written. Let me let's create a new match. Let's launch it on rank bounty version 3. Maybe Bosic destruction. Yeah, version 3. Okay, so we launch that. Then we go to our maps folder. So that was rank Bosic. Where is it? Bosic destruction here. Okay, then we exit game. We save it as cool replay. Yeah. Okay. Then we check it. Load replay. Okay, and now we see here we have a cool replay, right? Okay, then let's go back. And now we rename this map. Yeah. And now, yeah, it's too dark. It's too dark. Yeah. Okay. Okay, then let's maybe make it a bit larger here so we can see it better. Put that like this. Yeah. Oops. Load replay. Let me take the screenshot. Let's say here. Yes, it is. It is too dark. Okay. Then let's figure out if we can make it brighter. Yeah. Okay, so make game color. Game make color. Okay, what replay menu? Replay menu. There we go. Good. So, oof. Map not present. I see. CSC mismatch. Color. Okay. let's call it, let's simplify the name, missing map, and then missing map CSC mismatch. Okay. Okay, so let me see the colors here. So, okay, that is 50%. Let's go to our color chart here. So if we have 255, 255, 255, right? Then we go to value of 50%, right? So that is, yeah, 50%. Okay, so that means our red color should also be a 50% around about, right? So that was 100, what was it? That was 140, 50, 50. 140, 50, 50. 50, 50. Okay, the red color is actually a bit brighter. But it has, yeah, it is a bit brighter, which is fair. Which is fair. I think it actually looks pretty good, this red color. I can't take issue with that. It looks good. Okay, now let me create a new tab. So 140. Now 255 has maximum visibility, right? It will be hard to beat that with the reds. But okay, we can go, let's bump it to 90. Oof. I think we need to bump the saturation. Let's try 90. Let's try 100. Yeah. Yeah. 90. 100. So that's 100 reds. So 50. That's no, it's not good. It must be somewhere 90 plus. 95. 90. 90. Maybe we can try that. See how that looks. 230, 90, 90. 23, 23. What if we bump this more? What happens if we put like 60? That makes it more orange. Or less saturation. No, it's not good. No. Okay. Then if we were to remove here one entry, that would not fail to compile, right? I think the better change would be here to say this and then static assert array size colors equals color max. array. Unexpected, wrong size for colors. Okay, then we go down here and we say if color of that. Okay, so this is text color. Map color, map name color, map data, map data. MPSP. SP. Oh wow, they even had intention to make different colors for single player and multiplayer. Huh. But that didn't pan out. Huh. Huh. I can make a follow-up change for that. Pick a color. Let's make another color. Map color. Map color equals colors color. I think we can just move it down here. Map color. We simply say good version. Ugh. Man, the way this code is written is atrocious. Let's say bool has map. Const has map. Okay, so if I think we can just get outside. If has map say if has map color let's call it color for map map color map text color. Okay, map text color. If has map, then it's simply color. Else equals colors. Color. Map. What is it? Color. Missing map. Color missing map. And then here we do color missing map, CSC, mismatch. Yeah, that works. And then here we don't do this, we just say map str, map text color. Maybe we just call it map color then. Map color. Okay. Good. Okay. That should work. Good. Good. Let's see how that works. Looks. Let's see how that looks. Load replay. Oh, now the cool replay is no longer compatible. Ugh. Can we say let's make a hack? Const bool is CSC compatible. Is CSC compatible? And then we say if header dot file name equals cool replay dot rep, then we also just cheat it to be compatible. Okay. We can also remove this bullshit here. I think we can remove all these strings here. Yeah, let's leave these for now. Okay. Load replay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it's a bit too saturated. Or maybe this is not saturated enough. It looks very different, the reds. Maybe we can make this a bit more saturated. I think this still actually looks pretty decent. Okay, how about we say, how about we put saturation on 80 and value on 50? Maybe also saturation 90, 90, 50, 90, 50. 128, 13, 13. HSV is 0, 90, 50. 0, 90, 50. And this other one was 1990. Hold on. 1990. 50. Okay, let's try that. I don't think that we need this comment here. It's redundant information. Yeah. Just risk that these comments go out of sync with the actual value, right? So we shouldn't do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Oof. Yeah, it's a lot more saturated now. Maybe a bit too much. Yeah. Feels a bit too saturated. Let's dial down the saturation again. Okay, let's try 70. Let's try 75. 32. 32. Yeah, yeah. I think that's not bad. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's good, right? I think that's good, yeah. It makes sense. In my opinion, the distribution of the column size is not good. Like all the columns look like they take the same size. No, this one is smaller here, but there's so much space wasted here, right? To me, it looks like that these two columns here should be much thinner. But okay, that's a different story. Different story. Okay, I think the colors look okay. Yeah, looks okay, I think. Maybe it's a bit too saturated. No, I think it's fine. It needs to be readable. Yeah, I think that's fine. Yeah. Maybe it can be even more saturated, this one. Whoa. Brighter. 26. What is the value? 23. 255. What if we put it to 95? 95. 90. 100. There's quite a jump still. Let's put it to 95. 143, 24. 43, 24. Yeah, I think it looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Good, then we need to remove our hack here, our cool replay hack. We can make this const. Can make this maybe. Put these together. think it would be nice to put this in a separate function, this color stuff, at some point. Okay, cool. Then we can merge that. We need to replicate this to generals though. Right. Right. Yeah, let me search for this. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's recreate it by hands. So we got this guy and this guy here and this guy. Then we have this here. And this. Colors. And this. Maybe I also add we also add a super hackers add tweak now shows missing maps in red color. Should be also add an author. It would be good to add a date. Yeah. So it's 6, 2025. That shows missing maps in red color. Then we need to merge this in here, right? Yeah. First version, second version, second version. On the JPEG screenshot, it looks a bit harder to read, but I wonder if it's just the JPEG compression losing some of the color information. Yeah, it looks harder to read here, the red, but yeah, red is very prone to get blocky in JPEG. Yeah, it looks significantly better here. Yeah, it loses here color information. Yeah. Maybe we should upload a PNG image. We can change this to PNG 24. Oof, it's quite large though. Or we make it a JPEG 85, which has a bit better quality. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a bit better. Let's do that. Let's delete this again. The second one. Okay, did we push it? Yes. Improved colors. Pushed image and opening posts in pull description updated. Okay. Okay. All right. Good. Cache hack plays audio event, cache hack activate with min range, max range, shrouded everyone. Everyone can hear it if close enough. Money withdraw audio does not play in 0 hour at all. Cache hack Lotus or any other source like building units, structures, unless you use the saboteur. It does play in general, so for every action that withdraws money. Yeah. Playing this game since release, and I never noticed. Yeah. If this stays the way it is, we may be able to change audio event money withdraw to type world. Shrouded everyone. But someone should do a check on why it's not playing. Was it cut? It's possible it was cut, yeah. Limit code rating. It seems as it should play as defined. Or there was some bug why it didn't play. I can't remember exactly. But yeah, in 0 hour, it the money withdraw doesn't play. And I think that's for the better, because that sound is annoying. Very annoying. Yeah. But I think it's possible to enable this in 0 hour. So I don't think it's a code change that broke it or changed it. I think it's a data change somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, I don't think that 0 hour players want a cache sound. If, then it would have to be very quiet. Yeah. Yeah. Because it ticks all the time. All the time. It's just why? Just be quiet, money. Right? Okay. Both felt jumpy when I added a random 75 millisecond delay every 30 frames. Neither felt better at this point. 200 ms was just too much and noticed even when not scrolling. Yeah, of course. 2050 ms was easily smoothed over by both, although when in the FF mode using the raw FPS could slightly out edge the average as the FPS can widely swing in large increments when fast forwarding and the average can't keep up. Also notice the average FPS calculation is just BS. I have no idea what they were trying to do with this. Oh, it seems quite over-engineered. Yeah. That last bit is just stupid since they are calculating the average across all values in the buffer once the entire buffer is filled anyway. Huh? Determine average frame rate over our past history. Last bit is just stupid since they are calculating the average across all values in the buffer. Oh yeah, I understand. Yeah, that's stupid. Yeah. Well, it's not, because when you start the game, the buffer is not fully filled yet, right? Oh. So, yeah, it is stupid because most of the time, 99.999% of time, it doesn't make any difference. Yeah. Good. Good. that works. Yeah. Yeah. I think it looks good. Maybe we can introduce more colors in the replay menu. Like we could have the different colors for single player and multiplayer, right? We could have. Oh no, that's it. Yeah, that's all the ideas. Okay, I think that's fine. Good. All right, is there anything else we should look at? Let's see. I have 11 open. This one can be merged. This one, wait for review. This one still needs testing. This one needs review. This one needs review. Fix broken list books. Yeah, and all these need review. Okay, but I have no outstanding action items here. Everything is ready for review. Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Okay, then I think the next stuff we can do is attend Helmut's replay simulation review. Yeah. Which we can do next session. The next session. Yeah. Okay. Good. I will take a break here. I wish you a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye.